All right, so I made kind of a decision a few days ago. Basically, I'm gonna switch my training to like completely bodybuilding from now on, or at least for the near future, because basically the reasoning behind it is like I'm giving up squat, bench, and deadlift, and squats and deadlifts. I've been like in so much pain lately, like my knees, and just I haven't been like at my full strength level, and I haven't been able to do enough to even get anything from it, like any like muscle mass or anything like that. So basically the past few weeks I've been doing a lot more like bodybuilding accessories and just completely just trying to hit my workouts with a lot more like bodybuilding-esque intensity and just like higher reps. And I think I'm just gonna kind of embrace it now. I'm just gonna switch everything to bodybuilding. So instead of squats, I'm gonna do like hack squats, and I'm just gonna cut deadlifts out and bench. I might do incline barbell every once in a while, maybe even flat, but I'm mostly gonna be doing like just the best range of motions to increase muscle, like incline dumbbells, stuff like that. So yeah, it's sad, but I mean, it's not forever. Like I might go back even after one block. Like I might just not have any fun and decide that I want to do it again. But it's not like I'm gonna lose any strength or anything either. Like I mean, I might lose strength a little bit, but when I go back to powerlifting, or if I go back to powerlifting, I will kind of have to relearn the range of motions and everything, but the strength will still somewhat be there, and I'll be able to regain like my maxes pretty quickly and hit bigger numbers. So I'm at the gym right now, and it's gonna be my first bodybuilding leg day ever. My first bodybuilding leg day of the last 4 years of training. I've never started a leg day with hack squats or anything like that. So that's gonna be what I start with today. I'm gonna do like hack squats, leg extension, hammy curl, which is pretty normal, and then I might do some like Romanian deadlifts on the Smith machine, because I've just heard that's a really good range of motion. And I don't know what else. You don't really need a ton of different exercises for legs. You just need to blast the volume pretty much. So we're gonna go inside, hit a leg day, and I'm gonna try to make it as intense as possible. So yeah. those hack squats were a lot more difficult than I thought they were going to be. I decided to do like a top set of like 4 to 6 and then like 3 sets of 12 for hypertrophy after, and it was hard. Like you can kind of cheat on squats when you're doing squats a little bit, but like not on hack squats. Like you have to engage the full range of motion completely. And I don't know, I was definitely trying to like keep the intensity and like keep the time under tension and stuff like that. But honestly, I don't know if a lot of people really understand like how important intensity is for your workouts. Like if you're not a power lifter and you're just trying to build like as much muscle as you possibly can, like you need to be taking the right amount of time between sets. Like if you go too short, you're not going to be fully recovered and you're not going to be able to build like the most optimal amount of muscle like every set. Or if you go too long, then you're going to kind of lose the intensity and you're not going to be able to like gain the amount of muscle that you need. So I would say, in my opinion, you need to wait for these are just like kind of normal like sets that you're doing. Like it's not like some kind of like super set or anything like that. Like if you're just taking time in between sets, like I would say you wait till your like breathing patterns are back to normal, because that's like kind of easy to assess. Mine's usually like around 2 minutes when I kind of feel like primed and ready to go for the next set, and then I can actually like give it my like 100%. Because if I go like before that, like I might get 12 reps my first set, and then the next set I might get 8, which it's like you'd rather take the extra 15 to 20 seconds so that you can get all 12 again. So that's kind of what I usually do. But you know, if you're kind of like socializing in between sets and it ends up being like 3 to 4 minutes, like it's just, if you're trying to have like the most optimal workouts you can, like you need to keep socializing to a minimum. Like a lot of people are just kind of losing their pumps and just like losing all of their intensity just because they're like talking to people, or they're just kind of getting tired and they don't want to keep going. Like I mean, intensity is one of the most important parts of having a good workout. So I mean, if you want to get the most out of every set that you're doing, you need to take the perfect amount of time between sets. So that's the main thing. If it's like more taxing, like I said about the breathing patterns, like the hack squats, my breathing pattern wasn't normal again for like 5, maybe 6 minutes, and then I went again. Like you don't need to take like 2 minutes in between your compound lifts, especially if you're a powerlifter and you're doing squat, bench, or deadlift. Like back in the day, I mean, I would take like 8 to 10 minutes between sets sometimes if it was like extremely heavy, or if it was like a 4x12 heavy squats, like I would take like enough time in between. But you can't just kind of sit there and get cold. You got to kind of move around, get ready. You just got to always be preparing for the next set you're doing. So yeah, just make sure to keep your intensity, because that's going to be one of the top things that you're going to need to do. Like it's pretty much up there with like RPE and stuff like that. So yeah, that's really all I have to say. It was a good workout. I'm gonna keep this bodybuilding thing going and see where it gets me. I just want to see where the physique can get probably over the summer. I don't think I'm gonna think about powerlifting again till like the fall or something like that. But I mean, if I'm like not having fun or not enjoying it, then maybe I'll start early, but we'll see. But yeah, I will see you guys in the next video. Thanks for listening to me and watching the workout.